September 4th, 2025. Two Venezuelan fighter jets swoop dangerously close over a U.S. Navy destroyer. The Pentagon calls it a highly provocative move. But what does this mean? Is Venezuela challenging America's power in its own backyard? Or is this just a warning shot in a much bigger game? Tonight, we investigate the confrontation that could reshape U.S. foreign policy and why it matters for global security. The USS Jason Dunham, a guided missile destroyer, was conducting operations in international waters near Venezuela. Suddenly, two Venezuelan F-16s appeared overhead. They flew low, close, and aggressive. Pentagon officials described it as a show of force, a warning to the U.S. Navy to back off. But why now? Just days earlier, American forces had struck a vessel allegedly linked to the Venezuelan Tren de Aragua cartel, a group the U.S. now classifies as a terrorist organization. 11 suspected cartel members were killed. For Caracas, this was more than an anti-narcotics operation. It was a direct attack on Venezuelan sovereignty. By sending jets over an American destroyer, Venezuela was sending a message to both Washington and its own citizens. We are not afraid. For President Nicolas Maduro, this wasn't just about foreign policy. At home, it strengthens his nationalist image, portraying himself as the leader who defies the United States. Every flyover, every act of defiance, is meant to rally his supporters and prove that Venezuela can resist outside pressure. Here's where things get even more dangerous. Latin America is becoming a new flashpoint. Just like the Middle East after September 11th, the Caribbean may now see more U.S. naval patrols, more military exercises, and more surveillance flights. Neighbors like Colombia and Brazil will be watching closely. Will they align more with Washington, or stay silent to avoid Caracas anger? Either way, the region is on edge. Behind the scenes, Venezuela isn't alone. It has powerful friends: Russia, China, and Iran. For Moscow, Caracas is a valuable ally against American influence in the Western Hemisphere. For Beijing, Venezuela is an oil partner. And for Tehran, it's another way to pressure Washington. If these countries deepen military or intelligence ties with Maduro, this confrontation could evolve into something bigger, a proxy conflict where U.S. and rival powers test each other in Latin America. Let's not forget the money. Venezuela holds the largest proven oil reserves on Earth. Any instability in U.S.-Venezuela relations has ripple effects on global markets. If tensions rise, oil prices could spike. Sanctions could tighten. And in the middle of this power struggle are ordinary Venezuelans, living through one of the deepest economic crises in modern history. The scariest part? A single miscalculation could spark open conflict. One warning shot, one aggressive maneuver, one mistake. That's all it would take. The U.S. has a heavy military presence. Venezuela has shown it will push back. This creates a fragile balance, one that analysts compare to the Cold War standoffs in the Caribbean. So, what does it all mean? This isn't just about two jets and one destroyer. It's about power, oil, alliances, and influence. Venezuela dared to challenge the United States in its own hemisphere. The U.S. responded with warnings. But the game is far from over. The question now, is this the beginning of a larger conflict, or just a dangerous dance on the edge of war? You've been watching Investigation Corner. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the truth is always worth investigating.